I get that you want to like prolong your career and whatnot, but at the same time, my guy, like you're not even 30 yet, and you taking games off like this. I know. Yo, what's good? It's your boy MJ Nelson, and I am back with another episode of the Motion Sports Brief. This is episode 20. So this should be a fairly quick episode. I don't really have too much for you this episode, but I got y'all. So before we jump into what we got going for today, today's musical selection comes from my boy Stringz EMB. He is a very dope artist. So he released a project titled Anchor on October 31st. It is on all streaming platforms, and some of my favorite singles from there is Options, Medicate, A Dollar, and he also has the leading single he has just released. It has going in rotation. It's titled Beautiful Girls. So make sure you check that out. The link to his Spotify for that album will be down in the description below. But for today's docket, we have Lamar Jackson. We're going to talk about Kawhi and his load management, and then the ass butter team of the weekend. I'm out y'all way. So let's go ahead and jump into the content. So Lamar Jackson, I think this year he has been hell bent on proving me wrong. He has been playing phenomenal. I definitely feel that the Baltimore Ravens have definitely bought into Lamar. They actually are like putting the proper pieces around him to make sure he succeeds. So that's always a plus when you definitely have somebody, have the organization behind you. Also, he's killing it, but I do feel like he still needs to be a little more accurate. He is relying on his legs a lot, but hey, can't nobody catch him. The man is killing it. I know I don't know if he's averaging 100 yards per game right now rushing, but hey, he pretty damn close. He's balling. I don't feel like he's MVP. I definitely still feel that's Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson has a more complete game. They both are playing phenomenal. But Lamar's well on his way. For this being his second year, he's definitely playing very great. He's top tier. It's a breath of fresh air to have a player that kind of reminds you of Michael Vick. He feels a tad bit faster, but he's on his way. I do feel like he would have to change his game up a little bit as he ages. I hope and pray he gets a little more accurate so he doesn't have to run. I don't want him to suffer the same fate that RG3 did. But hey, right now, keep doing your thing. I love seeing black men succeed in their profession. So let's move on. Let's talk Kawhi Leonard and his load management. Now this is getting out of hand. It's only been like probably 10 games, 8 to 10 games in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season, and he already has taken a few games off. It's been made clear that he is not going to be playing back-to-backs. And also, the Clippers have been fined $50,000 because of like inconsistencies when reporting Kawhi's health. So I get it. I get that you want to like prolong your career and whatnot, but at the same time, my guy, like you're not even 30 yet, and you taking games off like this. I know last year he played probably 66 games, and that was the first year after the injury. This year I would expect him to be relatively healed, and with Paul George not being there, you are regardless of Paul George being there, Kawhi is the bona fide leader, but you are the sole leader right now. So you should make it an effort to definitely be out there. So it's kind of a letdown for the fans that want to see him and he's not playing. And I know LeBron got a lot of slack for this when he was doing it, but it wasn't as bad because I know Kawhi took 16 games off last year and LeBron probably took off maybe 5. So this is getting out of hand. I do understand it, but save this for when you're older in your career. Don't make this a habit too early, even though companies are these teams willing to pay for it, but whatever. But last topic of the day, as always, is the ass butter team of the week. And this week, it's no surprise. This week it goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got killed last week, 26-3. Against the the Houston Texans. They got killed. It happens. But they just look terrible on both ends of the ball. Like, I know they've had an injury-riddled season, so definitely it's finally caught up to them. But, you know, they have a lot of problems in the organization. It's been a rough for them with the Ramsey trade and all them issues and losing Nick Foles week 1. But Nick Foles should be back this week. And y'all just played trash last week. So hopefully everything starts moving in the right direction for y'all. But don't matter. This week you're the ass butter team of the week. And that's all I got for y'all. So make sure y'all tune into the rest of the videos this week. I've been your host, MJ Nelson. And this has been the Motion Sports Brief. And also, have a prosperous week this week, y'all. Don't let nobody steal y'all energy. That positive energy. Don't have no negativity in your heart. But that's it for y'all. Peace.
I think I need some Medicate. I'm going out of my mind, running out of time.